Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use rest pause when bench pressing. Before I get into this topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. If you need coaching, check out the link down below. All right, the rest pause protocol is a great protocol when it comes to hypertrophy, and it's also good for building strength. If you're into the power building scene like me and you really enjoy the big compound movements like squat, bench, and deadlift, but you've seen some of my other workouts where I utilize rest pause training, you see that I generally don't advocate it for squats or bench press. There is a 10-minute deadlift protocol that I advocated for, but that's set up in a very specific way. With the deadlift, you don't have to rack and unrack a bar. You can just set it down, rest, and then pick it up. With the squat and with the bench press, you have to actually rack the bar. And when you're doing a rest pause, that can present some challenges. It almost becomes more difficult to rack and unrack the bar than it does to perform the rest pause work. So with that said, I'm going to show you how to perform rest pause work while bench pressing. I'm going to give you 3 different ways in this video. Now, before we begin, what is rest pause training? Well, basically, you perform a set, and instead of ending this set, you rack the weight, rest very briefly, generally until you feel you can safely knock out a few more reps, and then you do so. So on the bench press, you'll perform maximum safe quality reps, then you rack, and instead of ending the set there, you wait until you know you can do a few more reps, and then you unrack, knock out those reps, and then rack again. This is a great way, rest pause is a great way to add extra set intensity and muscle building potency. By adding reps before a muscle or group of muscles has had a chance to recover, you are beating the body while it is down, so to speak. So before fully recovering at the end of a bench press set, if you rack and then rest briefly and then perform more reps, you're really beating the chest, the triceps, front delts, and the delts in general down a little bit more before they have a chance to fully recover. You are basically forcing an additional very high quality reps, which only increases the muscle building potency of the exercise being performed, in this case, the bench press. Now in this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways to add rest pause into your bench pressing. The first way is going to be last set rest pause. The second set is going to be all sets bulldozer. And the third way is going to be my old school escalating rest period bulldozer rest pause protocol. And I'm going to get into them in just a second. Now, before beginning, you need to understand that rest pause sets are taken near failure for max safe reps. We don't have to train to failure. We don't want to train to failure. But during these sets, there's a good chance many of them are going to be right near failure for maximum safe reps. I want you to push the sets for as many quality reps as you can. Stop that set when you feel like you might fail on the next rep or when form starts to break down. Watch your bar speed. If bar speed starts to slow, that means the next rep you're probably going to fail on. So any slowing of bar speed, that's when you should shut down a set and rack the bar. Also, always use catch pins, no excuse. We want to play it safe. I took a year where I focused on rest pause training alone on the bench press. And during this time, despite my best efforts, I still would occasionally fail on a bench press rep. All right, method number 1 is last set rest pause. So basically, you can take whatever 3 or 4 set protocol you normally use. It really doesn't matter. In this example, we're going to look at like a 3x8, and the example is completely arbitrary. But instead of doing like a 3x8, you're going to do set number 1, 8 reps, set number 2, 8 reps, and set number 3, maybe we're going to knock out maximum safe reps. So that's not where this set is going to end. We're going to rest pause from here. So on set number 3, you're going to perform maximum safe reps. Then we're going to rack the weight and rest for about 15 to 30 seconds and then perform max safe reps again. After this, we're going to rack it again. We're not done. We're going to continue to rest, pause. We're going to rack the weight, rest another 15 to 30 seconds, and then perform max safe reps. Now, some of you might be saying, how can I do this? I don't want to keep my phone there. I don't want to have to worry about timing. If you don't have a clock on the wall, don't worry. What I would typically do in my early days of rest pause training is count deep breaths. So I'd take a deep breath, and I would count that as like a second and a half or something like that. It doesn't really matter. But I would count basically about 10 deep breaths. After I would unrack, I would take these 10 deep controlled breaths, and then I would lay back down on the bench, unrack, and continue forward. So this 10 deep breath protocol, just make sure they're nice and controlled deep breaths. You don't want them to be rapid, nice and controlled. This will at least establish a consistent amount of time in between your rest pause sets. Now you might ask, when do I add weight on this type of a protocol? Well, basically on set number 3, when you hit 10 or more reps before your rest pause, then you would add weight the next time you perform this 3x8 protocol. Now you could adjust this any way you want. You could do this on a 5x5 where the last set is for max safe reps, or a 3x10, or you could use my threes protocol. But on the last set, you just perform max safe reps. Then you do this rest pause type of training at the end. All right, method number 2, bulldozer rest pause. Basically, instead of doing 3 straight sets, here you're going to perform 5 bulldozer mini sets. So you're going to use the same weight, obviously, for each set of an exercise. Set number 1, you're going to use the weight for as many quality safe reps as you can. You're going to push for max safe reps. Then you're going to do your 15 to 20 second rest, or your 10 quality deep breaths. Then you perform set 2, as many quality reps as you can. Then your 15 to 30 seconds or 10 quality deep breaths. And you're going to continue on until you hit set number 5, max safe reps, and then you're done. Now, how do you add weight during this protocol? On set number 1, when you get 12 or more reps, 12, 13, 14, use your best judgment. Then the next time you use this bulldozer rest pause protocol on bench, you would add 5 pounds. Now, basically what you're getting here is you're going to get about the same number of reps as you would in a 3 or 4 set protocol, but they're going to be far more brutal. You're going to notice if you do a bulldozer rest pause protocol like this on bench, you're going to experience much more chest and tricep soreness than you did during your previous straight sets on bench press. That's one of the things I really noticed. One of the dramatic differences I noticed using rest pause on bench press was that my chest, I picked up a lot more chest soreness. Now, this is not the only way to rest pause. I'm going to show you my original rest pause protocol that I used back in the day. This is a classic bulldozer approach where I used escalating rest periods. The deeper into my rest pause protocol I went, the longer my rest periods became. Now, I ran this in 2008 for about a straight year. And after about the first 2 or 3 weeks, my bench press numbers consistently went up. I was consistently hitting +1s or making progress during this protocol. Now, you can use 5 or you can use 7 mini sets here. It doesn't matter. Pick your poison. But instead of doing the straight 15 to 30 seconds of rest in between sets, the rest periods are going to get longer and longer. So set number 1, max safe reps, and you rest, 15 to 30 seconds. Set number 2, max safe reps, rest 15 to 30 seconds. Here you can use your 10 prolonged deep breaths. Set number 3, after you're done with that, you're going to notice that rest periods expand to 45 seconds after set number 4, 45 seconds after set number 5, 60 seconds. So this is escalating rest periods. Basically, the more and more fatigue you pick up, we're going to rest a little bit longer in between sets. This allows you to pick up a few more quality reps than if you had done just straight mini sets. Now, after set number 6, typically I rested about 90 seconds, and then after set number 7, I was done. Now, back in the day, I used this for bench press. My chest workout was this classic bulldozer style for bench. Then I would use this 7-set protocol on dumbbell bench, and then I would finish off with a single tricep exercise. My workouts would be about 45 minutes, only 3 exercises, but I'll tell you, they were absolutely brutal. The intensity was insane, and my chest soreness was off the charts. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.